Have you ever seen a lock company that is so proud of their work that they imprinted the name on the lock? Well, yes, this has been done by Dome here. But if you look on the keyway of this lock, you can see that they also went so far and did this for the keyway itself. You can see the D-O-M. And yeah, this is a Dome Sigma. And yeah, let's try to pick it. So this is the key that comes with the lock. This is the Sigma sign here, Greek letter here, the sum of all evil, and it works perfect, of course. And it has some dimples on the side, but these are merely for key control. But we will see if we can do a 360 on this lock and actually open it once we have picked it, or if these will engage and stop the rotation if no key is inserted. So let's get it in a vise and hopefully we can pick it. See you back in a second. So here we are back in a vise. Key works just fine. Let's use this 1mm tensioner, clockwise tension, and this rather steep hook here in 0.5mm, the F31 profile. And yeah, it's a 6-pin lock. And let's start off the back. Pin 6. Pin 5. Nothing on the front. Let's go back in there. Pin 6 is now binding tightly. Okay, some very gentle core movement. Pin 5 then. Pin 4 is binding now. And the others seem okay. Let's jump to the front. Nothing on 1, but 2 is binding. Okay. Let's check the back again. And yeah, these dome locks really have very good tolerances. And yeah, as open the keyway seems at first, you cannot really pick in a straight line through it. You have to go at it at an angle. In this angle you could also use a thicker pick, but I prefer 0.5 for this one. Just because it's much easier to move. Pin 4. Come on. Yeah, with these domes it's really hard to find a binding pin. But yeah, just increase the tension and you should be able to. But sometimes you just tap on a pin and all of a sudden it's not binding anymore. And then you tap on another pin and the other pin gets binding again. Can be quite a bit back and forth. It was pin 3 now, so we're making some progress. Check the back again. Yeah, 6 is binding again. Still binding. Okay, 4 is binding now. Check 6 again. Yeah, small click. And again, 6 is binding. Let's check if we can find another binder. Nothing, 1, but yeah, 2 is binding. Okay. Now we are in a default set. So now we should find some spools. Let's check. Okay, the back is good. So pin 1. Let's take a stiffer hook, 0.6 millimeters, the piano 7. And let's try if that helps. Yes, it helped. And we are open. Nice. So let's see if we can do a 360 rotation. So here the pins block, of course, in the 180 position, but just go through it. And I could turn it 360, no problems. But for gutting, I have to do it like this. And yeah, let's gut this baby and see what's inside. Oh, quick fast forward break. I want to show you my newest addition to gutting. This is just an insert because I was dropping all the pins all the time when doing gutting like this. And like this. This insert stops the pin first of all. Then you can align it. And it doesn't fall into the core, but it stays in place. And then you can easily gut the lock. Yeah, welcome back from fast forward. So this is what the core looks like. We have the main stack here, 6 chambers, no milling or so, just standard chambers. Then we have the passive key control elements here, 6 holes on this side, 6 holes on this side, and on this side 1 pin was in, and I will show you one of these pins quickly. They look like this, and basically this one was sitting in here, so it interacts with this dimple in the key. And let's put it somewhere. On the other side we had more pins in, like these 4 here, and these were interacting with these 4 dimples in here. So we had 2 here, then nothing, then 2 here, and the first chamber was also empty. And this is just preventing you from turning the core if the key doesn't have these dimples. And here are 2 grooves that give room for these pins to move out of the core when you enter the key. And now let's have a look at the main stack, which is quite nice. Unfortunately, we have some mastering, so some small master wafers here in 4 and 5. But I already checked. I can remove those and make the picking a bit more difficult next time. But yeah, it is how it is. And for the key pins, we have all steel pins for anti-drill, I think. Also the drivers are steel, so it's nice. They are really hard. You cannot easily drill through them. Of course you can at some point, but it will give you a good resistance. Then we have torpedo pins in chambers 2 and 3. Nice overset traps, especially here for these long key pins. You can easily end up here in this area on the shear line, and then you cannot easily reset those. And then on the drivers, we have very nice steel spool pins in 1 and 5. These are, yeah, standard spool pins, I would say. And then in the other chambers, we have these very, very nice barrel drivers. I mean, yeah, look at those. They have, yeah, smaller diameter at the top and at the bottom. The top is more relevant, of course. And this is also angled, so this will give you good fun, and you will have to pick it over and over again. And yeah, good pick resistance, I would say. Gave me a little bit of a fight. Yeah, so this is all I have on this nice Dome Sigma. It is a very nice lock. The tolerances are good. You really have to feel for these, yeah, these barrel drivers and find which one is binding right now. And this is really a good exercise for picking. So nice. And also I must say, I love this insert for gutting now. It helped me tremendous. It just goes in here, and then I can push it along with the tweezers, and prevents me from dropping too many pins, and they don't disappear in the inside of the lock. And I can catch them, present them to you. Only one problem, of course, is if the last chamber is very close to the attenuator and this is still in. I mean, I could have thrown this out beforehand, but I didn't. Only the last chambers, then you have to rely on doing the gutting without this one. But that's no big problem. And yeah, I really like this insert. I still have to put it on my Thingiverse. Remind me in the comments to do so. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.